Yo, what is up YouTube? James Beck here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today we are going to be using the Cinderace Rillaboom team once again with Cinderace, Rillaboom, Fish Sharp, Dracovish, Dusclops, and Togekiss. I feel like I'm going to get comments about this, but again, be patient for VGC content that's going to be with the DLC Pokemon. It takes some time to get those Pokemon, so do not worry, we will be using the new Pokemon as soon as I can get them and make teams for them and then get them in game. So do not worry, please be patient. Thank you very much. But most of you are awesome and thank you so much for your patience that are actually patient. But yeah, just had to address it out because I feel like I am going to get comments about that. But anyway, again, we're going to be using this team. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes with this team, highly recommend go check it out. We got this episode and then the next episode, which should be the last time we're using this team. Make sure you grab the rental code of this team if you do want to try out this team alongside me down below in the description. Of course, Series 5 VGC should be starting in July, so if you want to play VGC on Stadium and want to try out a cool team, I think this might be the team for you. But otherwise, yeah, you can check it out in the description down below. The rental code will expire in a few days after we switch to a brand new team, and hopefully that team will be the DLC one. I'm going to try real hard to get as many mods as I can possible for some new teams. But yeah, let's get started and play some games. But before that, again, if you do enjoy these videos and do want to help out, you can leave a like down below and leave a comment down below. It really does help a lot, and I mean a lot when it comes to these videos. So if you do want to help your boy out, be sure to do so. And yeah, if you also are interested in more videos and you watch them, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the red subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you get updated on whenever the latest videos come out. But otherwise, yeah, let's get started and play some games. So today's common question is going to be a fun one. Who is your favorite cartoon character? If you've ever watched cartoons, and if you haven't watched cartoons, let me know what you've watched, because I feel like if you haven't watched at least one cartoon in your life, I mean, yeah. Some of my favorite cartoons, probably like Tom and Jerry, Ed, Ed and Eddie. Those are definitely some of the top cartoons, I think. There's obviously SpongeBob too, but like I didn't have Nickelodeon until like way later in my childhood, so yeah, it's like SpongeBob is notable for me, but like probably wasn't the thing I was growing up watching the most. I think the most was like Ed and Eddie, although I got Cartoon Network I guess at the same time, but like I was able to somehow watch it. Kids Next Door was a good one, and the reason I'm asking this because like there was a reference that I was talking about with my friends that had like the Bugs Bunny Daffy Duck from like the Looney Tunes show, and man, that just brought a smile to my face, and I've been watching some clips of that and it's been super funny. So let me know yours down below in the comments. But we got an interesting team for the start. We got Golisopod, Bronzong, Togekiss, Dragapult, Arcanine, and Tyranitar. So this is a really interesting team. I really like my combination though of Cinderace Bisharp. Sharon's Airstream pretty much gets a KO on almost every single Pokemon on this team. And yeah, I really like that. Bring the Dracovish in the back, and last Pokemon's kind of tough because I could see Togekiss or Rillaboom putting in work. Both are actually pretty acceptable. What do I feel like is going to be the more scary part of the portion? Maybe I think I go. This is tough. I gotta make a decision. I'm gonna go Rillaboom, I guess, because I think Fake Out is pretty nice to have just in case, but I wasn't sure. I had to think about that because like I could have seen myself bring either one of them. I think Rillaboom with the Fake Out will be fine, so we'll see how this goes. We haven't brought Dusclops yet, but I feel like we'll eventually get a way that we could use Dusclops effectively. But let's see what my opponent leads here. The Golisopod Bronzong, interesting. Okay, so we'll lead our Bisharp plus our Cinderace here, and unless it's a Dark Berry on Bronzong, I do knock it out with the Airstream plus Assurance combination. I'm gonna go for that play because I'm not really worried about Golisopod. Its best move is either First Impression here, or it's gonna go for like I don't know, liquidation, I guess, but like that's not too bad. Outrage is the only priority move, and then I won't be a water type. I won't be a fire type anyway to be weak to it. Yeah, I really like getting rid of Bronzong possibly. There could be ally switch, which is why I want to Airstream. I thought about Knuckling too, but I think Airstream also covers for the Dragapult in the back, because I could outspeed it with my Cinderace and get another Airstream off, so Bishop can outspeed it. So we'll see how this goes. We'll Dynamax with this. If it is the Dark Berry on the Bronzong, there's gonna be some trouble though. There is gonna be trouble. So let's see. We will Dynamax the Cinderace here. Bring out the giant Cinderace, and let's see if it's ally switch or any of those, or even a Dynamax on my opponent's side. No, just goes for Sucker Punch. Interesting. Okay, I'm able to get Airstream off, which will go out into the Bronzong. Please don't be the Dark Berry. Sucker Punch is a really interesting play there. That does a ton of damage though. That does a really good amount of damage. Oh, it's a critical hit. I was about to say that like did way more than I expected. Looks like it's physically defensive. I do get the speed rise. Maybe Knuckle was the play if it's the Dark Berry, but doesn't look like it does have that berry. Assurance gonna come out into the Bronzong slot. Will pick up knockout, and this is looking really bad for our opponent, because that was the Pokemon that probably gave my opponent the best odds of winning this game. Now it's kind of awkward for my opponent, and I mean really awkward. So Sucker Punch is interesting to have here. I wonder if Togekiss is gonna come in. Could be Togekiss. Tyranitar. Well, I do have Max Knuckle, and that would knock out Tyranitar with the combination of Iron Head. I'm not really scared of the Golisopod. I'm sorry, Golisopod, but I'm really not. Because once I get a Max Knuckle off, I'm pretty sure Sucker Punch will activate the emergency exit. Although I don't know how it works with Citrus Berry, if it has Citrus Berry on the Golisopod, I guess. So maybe that's a bit of concern I have to worry about. But you would have to Max Guard with Tyranitar to avoid taking this big damage. Protect, you would still be taking a decent amount through it. So yeah, this is looking really bad for our opponent. We will see. It looks like a counter Dynamax here. I wonder if it's Golisopod or Tyranitar. That's the thing. Because if it's Dynamax Tyranitar, I don't think it's living to double up here. And it is a Tyranitar. Yep. Which makes complete sense. So let's see if there's a Max Guard. A Max Guard I think makes the most sense here, but I don't know. Maybe you have to make a hard read or hope you survive at that point. Max Knuckle does come out from the Cinderace, which will be transforming myself into a Fighting type move. Or Fighting type. Get this big Max Knuckle off into Tyranitar. That does way too much. I'm sorry, that does way too much. And then Weakness Policy? Yep. That Weakness Policy is not going to matter because I have Bishop doubling it up. Although we can't activate emergency exit on the Golisopod anymore, which is a thing. We're able to knock out the Tyranitar, so Tyranitar does go down. And let's see what the Golisopod went for. It's going to be the Leech Life, actually. So that's Leech Life. Interesting move choice. Does an okay amount, but that's nowhere near enough. I'm not in range of any priority move that Golisopod gets access to, other than, of course, First Impression, but it cannot go for it because it's already been on the field for multiple turns. So yeah, we should be pretty solid. Togekiss is going to come out, but at this point, like, what's the cost? I'm just going to go for the Airstream in the Golisopod, and yeah, my opponent wasted a Dynamax. There's really not much we can do. If you follow me here, you're going down. And yeah, the battle's going to be forfeit because my opponent realizes there's nothing I can do. Togekiss goes for Protect, or not even follow me. I KO the Golisopod. If you go for follow me, I just knock out the Togekiss, and then like Golisopod's alone, but Golisopod's not winning the end game against 4 Pokemon. So yeah, able to take a super strong win. I'm actually, yeah, I think just the Triku mode was not that great, unless my opponent bled specifically Bronzong plus Togekiss, which was a potential lead, but yeah, they didn't lead it, and I could have definitely played around it using Rillaboom and Bishop effectively, which is why I wasn't like too concerned about that combination. My hair is a mess because I haven't gotten a haircut in forever, but yeah, able to do a lot of work here, and yeah, my hair is like a really big mess. I really need a haircut, but yeah, able to pick up a win. Really fast, quick win. It's what you like to see. It's really like what you see. It's a little bit of a taste what you get here on this channel. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button or checked in my live streams on Twitch, make sure you go check them out. But yeah, Again, I think this combination is super strong. One of the problems I had with Cinderace is that I felt like Dragapult really outclasses it because and really threatens it too, because of course Dragapult is faster, can go for Max Dragon for instance. It can counteract Airstream by going for its own Airstream. If they're special, they could have, or even physical, they have water type move access, although it's really less common. But yeah, definitely a potential threat. But Bishop kind of helps cover that weakness. Oh boy, bad matchup time, like really bad matchup time. Oh boy. I've never seen this bad of a matchup. Yeah, this is a really bad matchup. Because Whimsicott's already pretty bad, but it has Milotic as well. It's got an opposing Cinderace, which means it's gonna do a lot of damage. The Duraludon can be an issue. There's the Toxtricity, which my team also doesn't really, not really big fan of, because I have no ground type moves at all. Yeah. I'm just gonna go with the same four I normally go against these team compositions. And we'll see if it works, because I just don't like this matchup at all. It really depends on the Milotic set as well. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. This is going to be a really tough matchup, as I mentioned before. Just, there's so many threats, and I'm not sure. My opponent's also got the advantage with the speed, because even though I have like a great Cinderace, my opponent also has their own Cinderace, but they have a Whimsicott too. I don't have any speed control other than Trick Room, but it's kind of hard because these teams usually tend to run Taunt on the Whimsicott, which I could redirect to Togekiss, but I don't think it's like as effective. Oh boy. This is not fun. Oh, this is the Toxtricity. I'm gonna go for Max Strike into it, and I'm gonna go for a Protect. I think if you Gigantamax, it could be Gigantamax, and it could be Gigantamax right away. It could also be Overdrive, and I want to kind of cover for the Overdrive, like Specs Toxtricity, which I have seen on these teams. So yeah, we'll go for the Protect here, because I could definitely see it being Specs, and I can't really afford to lose Togekiss either. I'm gonna really have to hope Cinderace gets poisoned instead of burned. It's a 50% chance if that's the case. We'll see what comes out here. Will Dynamax or Cinderace? Okay, no Dynamax, so it is Overdrive, it looks like. So I did make the right call. Unless you have Nuzzle. I've seen Nuzzle Toxtricity in singles. Let's see if it's going to be it in doubles. We're going to see the Tailwind come out. No surprise. It is Overdrive, okay. So that's not too bad. I survived one turn. Oh, it's Specs. Or he crit, okay. That made more sense. But that crit's really bad too. It just Whimsicott has Dazzling Gleam for some reason. But like, I just took so much damage for no reason. Are you Sash? Okay, no. I mean, you might see Whimsicott could have Eject Button, could have Sash. Like, there are definitely a lot of potential options here. Did my opponent have any spread moves? I guess Muddy Water from Milotic if it's the case. Is that Milotic? No, their own Cinderace, okay. I wonder if we have Steel Spike. That's a big question. I do want to go for the Max Strike into that slot though, and I think I am going to go for Follow Me. I have to hope he doesn't have Steel Spike, because Steel Spike is probably... If that's Steel Spike, I had to switch into Dracovish, but I don't really like that option. I still lose Cinderace regardless, and I still be in the real spot. If I took the crit, it might have been easier, but now we're kind of on a weird spot right now. Especially if Airstream Moonblast KOs, which I don't know if it will, but we'll see. Follow me. Taunt, okay. That makes sense. And Max Knuckle. Ooh, setting up. Imagine if I could Gleam there too. Wait, if I Airstreamed the... Wait, why would you Knuckle there? What if I went... What if I went for Airstream there? Wait, Knuckle is bad play. It doesn't make... You don't... That's way too much greed. Big damage. That was way too greedy for my opponent, in my opinion. I'm gonna dazzle. Well, I'm gonna just dazzle here. Or maybe I should switch. Switching makes no sense. I'm just gonna dazzle. Probably on max flare. Saying a max knuckle? What? Wait, he's weak to my gleam. What? You want to switch to a fire type so you don't go down to gleam, which you probably do. Am I missing something here? Wait. What? Moonblast, please don't get a special attack drop. I'm gonna speak it to life, aren't I? Yep. Good crit. Yeah, like I got rid of the Cinderace right there. Alright. Time for the next game plan, which is hope the Cinderace doesn't actually have protect. Those were like those were really, I think, poor plays though. I think those were really poor plays though. Like I could have airstreamed. I want to get the maximum damage off, which is why maybe I should have just airstreamed, but I want to set a Pokemon for the back. We'll fake out in case you don't have max guard. Looks like no max guard. Do we KO? We do KO. Okay, that's big. All right, we knock out the Cinderace, which is the Dynamax Pokemon. So my opponent only got like 1 KO at low HP in the thing. Sunny Day. What did my opponent have in the back? No, that was the fire type. Okay. Don't know what Sunny Day benefited. Get good damage on the Whimsicott. What's the last Pokemon? Alan Peter's out too. That's big to note. Who's the last Pokemon? It's gonna be the Groudon. Okay. So I want to U-turn out, and I'm actually gonna switch. Yeah, this makes the most sense to me because I think you would Tailwind Flash Cannon here. I hope you don't Moonblast Flash Cannon, but I don't think that would make the most sense. We've already seen like Max Knuckle, for instance. He has Tailwind, perfect. So I get to reposition my board. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Okay. The Flash Cannon comes out, trying to hit. That did a lot. Is that Specs? Oh, it's Life Orb. Okay. That still did a lot though. U-turn out into the Whims. This shouldn't knock it out, but that does really close. Yeah, that should be in fake out range. I can go out into my Togekiss here. And I feel pretty good about my position because now I can protect Togekiss and just go for the hard switch into my Rillaboom and I'll be pretty safe. Like Fake Tears Draco Meteor won't knock out that slot and I really don't think he would make that play. Or I could fake out the... Actually, I have no reason not to fake out the Groudon. Now that I think about it, yeah, I have no reason not to fake out the Groudon. Unless it's Encore on the Whimsicott. That's the only play that could get me. Alright, Dracovish, switch out. Into Rillaboom. We saw Taunt, Moonblast, Tailwind, Sunny Day, so it doesn't have Protect. Yeah, so we just fake out Gleam next turn. Flash Cannon and probably just Moonblast into Dracovish. Yep, perfect. So this is the best way to effectively stall out Tailwind. Yeah, I really like this position now. And Grassy Terrain should be ending. I'm surprised there's no Fake Tears on this team. With Duraludon, but we'll go for a fake out into the Duraludon slot and just go for a Dazzling Gleam to knock out the Whimsicott, and then we stall out Tailwind, and then Dracovish can do a punch of damage. No Protect from the Duraludon, maybe it doesn't have it. Another Moonblast gonna come out into my Togekiss, okay. No special attack drop, but I think even with then I would still survive. That Dazzling Gleam does so much to Duraludon, of course having really poor special defense right there. And yeah, that should secure the game. Because Rillaboom should be able to clutch it out with the drum beating. We can even go for a... Actually, we could just protect here in drum beating. Yeah, because there's no way that Duraludon has a move that can actually knock out Kiss. I mean, knock out Rillaboom with Assault Vest, and then I could like Koga should outspeed the Rillaboom potentially and just go for a Dazzling Gleam. I think it does outspeed after a drum beating, but I'm not 100% on that. But even then, Dracovish just won in the back. Fishious Rend was doing way too much. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode of VGC 2020 Back to Battles. The first, the Cinderace turns just confused me, to be honest, with the Max Knuckle twice. What if I Airstreamed? What if I Airstreamed? Why didn't you flare the second turn? Did you not have flare? You probably did. You had Sunny Day. What? I don't know. I don't know. I almost said I don't know chat, but this is a YouTube video. But let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below. And again, feel free to tell me about your favorite cartoon character, and more. You can check out my social medias down below. If you want to try out this team alongside me, there's a rental code of it for a couple more days available. Make sure you grab it while you can. There is a page for the team down below in the description as well. You can check out my social media sites, there's my channel, and more, as well as the pay spins. And anything else I want to say? Yes, be sure to check out my Twitch channel as always. If you want to go an extra mile, support my content, there is my Patreon page, but you can just help me out by leaving a like on this video, sharing it with your friends, leave a comment down below, and of course just by watching. Always really just helps me out in general. But again, check out my Twitch channel. I do live stream VGC. If you want to see more of me as well and interact with me, ask me questions, feel free to jump into my streams. Again, link in the description down below, as well as my community Discord, where I also do the same thing, and we team build into Discord, a bunch of other good stuff, so make sure you stop by in. But otherwise, that's gonna be pretty much it, I think. Anything else I want to say? I guess there's one thing I want to say. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, we'll catch y'all later.